Hello students and welcome to English class Math Vision Agaraj World School. So this is the second part of your revision. In the first part we discussed about the grammar portion, and in this part we will discuss about the literature part. So the syllabus is the sound of music. This chapter is divided again into two parts. The first one is Evelyn Glennie listens to sound without hearing it, and second one is the Shehnai of Bismillah Khan. And the second chapter that is there in your syllabus is the Adventures of Toto. Right? So let's begin with the sound of music. So today I will just summarize what we have done in the previous classes. In chapters में हमने क्या-क्या चीजें पढ़ी थी. I'll just summarize those for you. Okay? So let's begin. Part 1. Evelyn Glennie listens to sound without hearing it. So what is the difference between the term listening and the term hearing? Hear करने में, listen करने में क्या difference होता है? Okay. So let me tell you. Suppose you hear the sound of the bell. आप bell की sound सुनते हो? And you listen to your mother's words. For example, ठीक है? तो आपकी मम्मा जो बोलती है वो आप listen करते हो. So what is the difference? Hearing में आपका कोई अपना खुद का perception नहीं होता है. आप सिर्फ सुनते हो, उसके बारे में सोचते भी नहीं हो. You just listen to you just hear a sound. Okay? And when you listen करना क्या होता है कि आपके ear में वो बात गई, आपको वो आवाज सुनी, and then you think about it. या फिर you perceive something about some person or thing. Right? So this is the difference between hearing and listening. Okay? So hearing is a simple physical process, and listening involves mental activity as well. Right? So let's begin now. So in the beginning of the chapter, we come to know that Evelyn Glennie stands on an underground train platform, and at this point of time, she was 17 years old. Okay? वो एक रेलवे प्लेटफॉर्म पे खड़ी है, and she is 17 years old at that time, and she was going to Royal Academy of Music. वो कहाँ जा रही है? Royal Academy of Music, जो कि लंदन में है. Okay? So it's a very great academy of music, and she is going there. And we come to know that this girl Evelyn Glennie is deaf. वो उसको सुनाई नहीं देता है कुछ. Okay? वो बहरी होती है. Right? So now let's see how did her mother come to know कि वो सुन नहीं सकती. Right? So loss of hearing was gradual. We now come to know that her loss of hearing was very slow. It was gradual. Something was wrong when the 8-year-old was waiting to play the piano when her mother, Isabel Glennie, called her. So basically what happened, one day she was waiting, it was her turn to play the piano, और उसका ना name announce होता है, but she does not listen to that. ऐसा लगता है कि उसने सुना ही नहीं है अपना नाम. Right? So at that point of time, Isabel Glennie, her mother, realizes that something is wrong. So she went to a doctor, and she came to know that she was gradually going deaf. वो धीरे-धीरे बहरी हो रही थी. Okay? The loss of hearing was gradual. Something was wrong when the 8-year-old was waiting to play the piano when her mother Isabel Glennie called her. So after this, what happened when she came to know about her deafness, that she was getting deaf gradually day by day. तो वो क्या करती है? She conceals this from her friends, from the students, the classmates. सबसे वो ये बात छुपाती है. Right? She managed to conceal her growing deafness. So she does not tell anybody that she is going deaf. At the age of 11, her deafness was revealed. So 8 years old जब हुई, when she was 8 years old, तो एक hint मिला था. क्योंकि ये चीज़ notice में आई थी that she is going deaf. लेकिन ये चीज़ कब confirm होती है? When she was of the age of 11. जब वो 11 years old होती है, तो ये चीज़ confirm हो जाती है that she is deaf. Her deafness was revealed. Her hearing was severely damaged as a result of gradual nerve damage. Okay. So धीरे धीरे क्या हो रहा था, उसकी जो nerve थी वो damage होती जा रही थी. Okay. So her nerve was getting damaged and slowly she was becoming deaf. She did not give up. She noticed a girl playing xylophone. Okay, so xylophone is a kind of musical instrument. तो एक बार क्या होता है, वो एक लड़की को देखती है जो xylophone बजा रही है, and she never gave up. उसने कभी भी अपनी deafness की वजह से हिम्मत नहीं हारी. She was very courageous. So this point shows that she was very very dedicated towards her life. She was very courageous kind of a person, right? So now what happens is, there was a person named Ron Fox. Okay, so Ron Fox spotted her potential and asked her not to listen through her ears but sense it some other way. So Ron Fox जो है, उन्होंने इस गर्ल को, एवलिन ग्लिने को मोटिवेट किया था that don't listen through your ears. Ears से सुनने की कोशिश मत करो. Try to sense it some other way. So हमारे बहुत सारे senses होते हैं ना. We can smell, we can hear, we can see, we can feel, we can taste. तो ये हमारे senses होते हैं, right? So Ron Fox ने एवलिन ग्लिने को ये बोला था that just don't try to listen to the music from your ears, but try to sense it from any other way that you can find. Okay? So now what happens is, this Ron Fox, he tuned 2 large drums. उन्होंने 2 large drums लिए to different notes and asked her to sense it. अब उन्होंने 2 ड्रम लिए जो कि अलग-अलग तरह से बज रहे थे, right? So now he asked her to sense the beat. जैसे जैसे वो beat बज रही थी, वो बोल रहे थे कि just sense it using any organ of your body, using any of the senses that you can. So she could feel the higher drum from the waist up and lower one from the waist down. So जो higher drum था, जो जिस drum की आवाज high pitch पे थी, उसको वो waist up वाला जो portion है उसमें sense कर पा रही थी, and जिस drum की आवाज was of low pitch, वो उसको lower body में sense कर पा रही थी. So she could sense, she could feel the beats. उसको वो beat सुनाई नहीं दे रही थी, but she could sense it through the senses of feel, right? She could feel it. So Evelyn discovered that she could sense certain notes in different parts of her body. और धीरे धीरे क्या हुआ, एवलिन को पता चलने लगा कि वो धीरे धीरे beats को sense कर सकती है in different parts of her body. So she never looked back. जब वो सक्सेसफुल होने लगी, जब उसमें करेज था, because she was motivated to do what she wanted to, तो she never looked back. उसने कभी भी पीछे मुड़ के नहीं देखा कि मेरे साथ क्या हुआ, मैं बहरी हो गई, I went deaf. Okay, so she toured to United Kingdom at the age of 16 with youth orchestra. So when she was of the age of 16, वो कहाँ गई, youth orchestra के साथ United Kingdom गई. Okay, she gave solo performances and captured most of the top awards and got the mastery of some 1,000 instruments. So she was a very 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 successful person. और वो सक्सेस उनको किस वजह से मिली, because of the motivation and courage that she had. Okay, so उन्होंने solo performances भी दिए. She was also given top awards. She also played thousands of instruments. She got mastery of thousands of instruments. वो अलग-अलग instruments भी बजा सकती थी. Okay, she was auditioned for the Royal Academy of Music and scored one of the highest marks in the history of the academy. Now अब वो Royal Academy of Music जानी थी. हमने starting में पढ़ा था chapter के. At the age of 17, she is standing on a railway platform and she is going to Royal Academy of Music, London. So जब उनका audition हुआ था वहाँ पे, she was one of the highest scorers. जिन लोगों को highest scores मिले थे, उनमें से एक थी वो. Okay, so her speech is clear because she could So she says, she explains this that music जो है वो मेरी हर part of body में है. I can sense music through every part of my body. चाहे मैं सुन नहीं सकती लेकिन मैं sense कर सकती हूँ music को. Okay? So she plays xylophone. She could sense the sound passing up the stick into her fingertips. जब वो xylophone बजाया करती थी तो उनको stick से भी vibrations feel होती थी अपनी fingers में. वुडन प्लेटफॉर्म पे जब वो परफॉर्म करती थी, शी यूज्ड टू रिमूव हर शूज सो दैट द वाइब्रेशंस कुड पास इनटू हर बॉडी. वो अपने शूज रिमूव करके फ्लोर पे इंस्ट्रूमेंट बजाया करती थी या फिर गाया करती थी because she could feel the vibrations in her body. In 1991 she was presented with Royal Philharmonic Society's prestigious Soloist of the Year Award. उनको कौन सा अवार्ड दिया गया था? Soloist of the Year Award in 1991. And she was a workaholic. She was a person who used to and who wanted to work. Also, she worked in prisons. She gave concerts in prisons and hospitals. वो prisons और hospitals में भी concerts किया करती थी. And she was an inspiration for deaf children. And the children, when those children used to hear her music, when those children used to hear her voice, to listen to what she sang, they were very very motivated. क्यों? क्योंकि because although she was very deaf, she was very motivated and she was courageous enough to follow her path. है ना, वो कोई गोल उन्होंने बनाया, उसको अचीव करने के लिए she was putting in her efforts, although she was deaf, right? And she also became successful and gained a hand in this case, right? So this shows how dedicated the person was, how dedicated this girl was. So this was all about this part of the chapter. Now we will discuss about the Shehnai of Bismillah Khan. This is the second part of the same chapter, the Shehnai of Bismillah Khan. Okay, so let's begin. Aurangzeb banned Pungi because it has a shrill and unpleasant sound. So Aurangzeb, who was one of the emperors, उन्होंने अपने कोर्ट में क्या किया था? एक इंस्ट्रूमेंट बजाया जाता था जिसका नेम था पुंगी, और उसको बैन कर दिया गया था. Why? Because of its shrill, unpleasant sound. क्योंकि उसकी साउंड कैसी थी? It was shrill and unpleasant. But there was a barber who was from a musical family. He decided to improve the tonal quality of this instrument. ठीक है? So there was a barber, एक barber था जो कि musical family को belong करता था, और उसने क्या decide किया कि वो पुंगी की tonal quality को, उसकी tone को improve करेगा. So he chose a pipe with a natural hollow stem. उन्होंने एक पाइप चूज की जिसकी एक naturally hollow stem थी. Hollow मतलब खोखली. Okay? It was longer and broader than the pungi. वो longer थी, वो जो stick थी, वो जो instrument वो बना रहे थे, that was longer and broader than the pungi and made 7 holes on the body of the pipe. और वो जो पाइप उन्होंने ली उसमें उन्होंने होल्स करे. कितने होल्स? 7 holes. So when he played on it, closing and opening some of these holes, soft and melodious sounds were produced. So जब उन्होंने इस इंस्ट्रूमेंट को प्ले किया, closing and opening the holes, तो उनको क्या सुनाई दिया? A soft and melodious sound that was produced. तो अब वो क्या कर रहे हैं? He is just he is just trying to invent another musical instrument out of the existing one. जो पुंगी है उससे वो शहनाई बनाना चाह रहे हैं. Okay, so as it was played in the Shah's chamber and was played by Nai barber, the instrument was named Shehnai. इंस्ट्रूमेंट का नेम शहनाई क्यों रखा गया? बिकॉज इट वॉज प्लेड इन द शाह's chamber, शाह के ओकेजन होता है तब शहनाई बजाई जाती है। इन पास्ट शहनाई was part of the नौबत। Now what is नौबत? Traditional ensemble of 9 instruments found at royal courts। नौबत मतलब 9 instruments जो कि रॉयल कोर्ट में बजाए जाते थे। A group of those instruments is called नौबत। और उसमें से एक कौन सा था? शहनाई। The credit for bringing the instrument onto the classical stage goes to उस्ताद बिस्मिल्लाह खान। So उसको क्लासिकल स्टेज तक कौन लेके आया उस इंस्ट्रूमेंट को? उस्ताद बिस्मिल्लाह खान। So बिस्मिल्लाह खान, when he was 5 years old, he played गिल्ली डंडा near a pond in the estate of Dumrao, Bihar। So when he was a child, when बिस्मिल्लाह खान was 5 years old, वो क्या करते थे? He played गिल्ली डंडा। वो गिल्ली डंडा खेला करते थे near a pond। कहाँ पे? In the estate of Dumrao, बिहार में। Okay, so he would regularly go to the nearby Bihari Ji temple to sing Bhojpuri chera। So वो कहाँ जाते थे? वो usually बिहारी जी टेम्पल जो कि पास में ही था वहाँ पे जाया करते थे and he used to sing Bhojpuri chera, at the end of which he earned a big laddu weighing 1.25 kg, a prize given by local महाराजा। So उनको लोकल महाराजा एक प्राइज दिया करते थे, a big laddu that weighed 1.25 kg, and he earned the highest civilian award in India। उनको highest civilian award भी मिला था। He was conferred upon with the भारत रत्न। उनको कौन सा अवार्ड मिला था? the भारत रत्न अवार्ड। Now he was born on March 21, 1916, 1916, and he belongs to a well-known family of musicians from Bihar। So he belongs to the well-known family of musicians। उनके जो family members थे, they were all musicians। Okay, so his grandfather Rasool Buks Khan was शहनाई नवाज of भोजपुरी king's court। So उनके जो grandfather थे उनका क्या नेम था? रसूल बुक्स खान, and he was a शहनाई नवाज किसके कोर्ट में? भोजपुरी किंग के कोर्ट में। Now his father पैगंबर बुक्स and other paternal ancestors were great शहनाई players। So उसके father की साइड के जो relatives थे, those were great शहनाई players। At the age of 3, when he was 3 years old, his mother took him to his maternal uncle's house। Maternal uncle कौन होते हैं? Paternal uncle कौन होते हैं? Maternal uncle मतलब जो मम्मा के साइड पे होते हैं, मामा जी जो होते हैं, right? And who are paternal uncles? Your chacha jis and your tao jis, right? So at the age of 3, his mother took him to his maternal uncle's house in Banaras। He was fascinated watching his uncles playing शहनाई। He was very fascinated। उनको बहुत अच्छा लग रहा था that they were playing शहनाई। Soon started accompanying his uncle Ali Bux to Vishnu temple of Banaras, where Ali Bux was employed to play शहनाई। So उनके एक अंकल थे जिनका नेम था अली बक्स, and वो अली बक्स जो थे, he was employed to play शहनाई in विष्णु टेम्पल ऑफ बनारस। वो बनारस के विष्णु टेम्पल में शहनाई बजाया करते थे। ओके, एंड ही स्टार्टेड और हार्ड वर्क करो, तुम बहुत अच्छा कर सकते हो. So opening of the now what happened, the opening of All India Radio in 1938 became the of with the coming of this radio, with the coming of India Radio, All India Radio in 1938, वो क्या बने, he became often heard शहनाई player on radio. तो बहुत लोग उनको शहनाई बजाते हुए सुनते थे, उनकी शहनाई को सुनते थे on All India Radio. So he became very famous at this point of time. India gained independence on 15th August 1947, as we all know. So he became the first Indian to greet the nation with शहनाई. So वो first Indian थे जिन्होंने शहनाई बजाकर इंडिया को greet किया. He greeted the nation with शहनाई, and he was the first person to do that. Many memorable performances in India and abroad were given by this उस्ताद बिस्मिल्लाह खां. उन्होंने बहुत सारे memorable performances दिए थे इंडिया में भी and in foreign countries as well. His first trip abroad was to Afghanistan. उनकी जो पहली ट्रिप थी abroad वो कहाँ पे थी? अफगानिस्तान. And King Zahid Shah was very fascinated when he listened to, when he heard the playing of Shehnai by Ustad Bismillah Khan, and he gifted him priceless Persian carpets and other sovereigns. So basically उन्होंने उनको जो किंग जाहिद शाह थे उन्होंने उस्ताद बिस्मिल्लाह खां को क्या क्या गिफ्ट किया? पर्शियन carpets and other sovereigns. Okay. Now another important point comes here is कि उन्होंने फिल्म इंडस्ट्री में अपने सॉन्ग्स के थ्रू कितना नाम कमाया. So Vijay Bhatt, the film director, was very impressed and named a film after the instrument गूंज उठी शहनाई. So Vijay Bhatt was a film director और उन्होंने अपनी मूवी का नाम, अपनी फिल्म का नाम किस पे रखा? शहनाई पे रखा. And what was the name of the movie? It was गूंज उठी शहनाई. And Bismillah Khan's composition दिल का खिलौना है टूट गया. It was a composition by Bismillah Khan जो कि उस मूवी में एक सॉन्ग की तरह प्रेजेंट किया गया था. Okay? And his ventures in film music were limited to two. उन्होंने फिल्म म्यूजिक में बहुत ज़्यादा काम नहीं किया, सिर्फ दो लोगों के साथ काम किया. First विजय भट्ट and second विक्रम श्रीनिवास. Okay? So he worked in film music only with two people. First Vijay Bhatt and second Vikram Srinivas. So he was the first Indian to be invited to the platform of Lincoln Central Hall. So Lincoln Central Hall कहाँ पे है? USA में. So he was the first Indian who was invited to perform in Lincoln Central Hall. So these all are his achievements कि उन्होंने अपनी लाइफ में क्या क्या अचीव किया. He also took part in World Exposition in Montreal, Cannes Art Festival, Osaka Trade Fair. So he used to participate in many of the events. उन्होंने बहुत सारे events में भी participate किया. An auditorium in Tehran was named after him. So Tehran में there was an auditorium जो कि उनके नेम पे रखा गया था. ताहर मुसीके उस्ताद बिस्मिल्लाह खां. Okay? And he was also conferred upon with 3 national awards. उनको 3 national awards दिए गए थे. Number 1 पद्मश्री अवार्ड, Number 2 the पद्म भूषण अवार्ड, Number 3 the पद्म विभूषण अवार्ड. So 3 कौन कौन से हुए? First पद्मश्री, second पद्म भूषण, third the Padma Vibhushan Award. So these 3 national awards were conferred upon him. And in 2001 he was awarded Bharat Ratna Award as well. And he passed away on 21st August 2006 at the age of 90. Okay? So this was just a summary of the chapter, the gist of the chapter. Hope you have understood this well. Now we will discuss about the next chapter, that is of Toto. So this story is about a baby monkey. So Toto was a baby monkey and the narrator's grandfather purchased him from a Tonga driver at the sum of 5 rupees. Now Toto जो था was a baby monkey. So this chapter, The Adventures of Toto, this is about a baby monkey Toto and his adventures. Okay. So Toto was a baby monkey और उसको किससे खरीदा था ग्रैंडफादर ने, नैरेटर के ग्रैंडफादर ने, फ्रॉम अ टोंगा ट्राइबर जस्ट फॉर 5 rupees. When the writer's grandfather saw the monkey, he had a desire to add him to his private zoo. जैसे ही उन्होंने उस मंकी को देखा, उनके मन में बहुत डिजायर थी, उनका मन था कि वो उसको अपने प्राइवेट जू में रखे. So next, the narrator gives the description of Toto. Toto had bright, shiny eyes that was full of mischief. So this monkey was very mischievous. बहुत naughty था. So his eyebrows were deeply set on his face. He had bright, shiny eyes which looked like pearls. ये किसकी तरह दिखते थे? His eyes were very shiny and his teeth looked like pearls. Okay. And उनकी जो उसकी जो eyebrows थी that were deeply set on his face. बहुत deep eyebrows थी उसकी. And उसके teeth कैसे थे? His teeth was like pearls. Hands were dry and wrinkled. उसके hands कैसे थे? They were dry and wrinkled. Remember, his hands were dry and wrinkled. उन पे wrinkles थे. Okay. So tail was his third hand and it helped him to hang from the branch of a tree. वो अपनी tail की हेल्प से क्या कर सकता था? branch पे चढ़ सकता था. Okay, he could hold and hang from the branch with his tail. Now he used to lift objects which were beyond his hands reach. और किस चीज में tail यूज करता था? एक तो ऊपर hang करने के लिए branches पे, दूसरा जो चीजें उसके हाथ से नहीं पकड़ सकता था वो उनको tail से पकड़ लिया करता था. Okay, so Toto was bought by narrator's grandfather. narrator के जो grandfather हैं वही Toto को खरीद के लाए थे. He looked to be pretty. He appeared to be pretty, but he was very mischievous. वो बहुत pretty दिखता था, लेकिन on the other hand he was also very naughty. He was very mischievous. So now Toto को जब grandfather घर पे लाते हैं तो this secret is only between the narrator and the grandfather. Grandmother को इस बारे में कुछ भी नहीं पता. Okay, so grandmother was against grandfather's attitude of bringing new pets, birds and animals. So grandmother को बिल्कुल नहीं पसंद था कि grandfather different pets ले आते थे, and she did not like grandfather's attitude of bringing new pets like birds or animals. So grandfather and narrator decided to put Toto in a little closet opening into narrator's bedroom wall. अब वो लोग टोटो को कहाँ पे रखते हैं? नरेटर की जो बेडरूम की वॉल है उसमें एक क्लोजेट ओपनिंग थी, वहाँ पे उसको बांध के रखते हैं, इसको टोटो को. सो ही वाज टाइड टू अ पेग हुक इन द वॉल. सो एक पेग में, एक हुक में उसको बांध देते हैं, उसकी रस्सी को बांध देते हैं, एंड ही इज केप्ट इन अ क्लोजेट ओपनिंग ऑफ वॉल ऑफ नरेटर्स रूम. Then what happens is grandfather and Toto return there after a few hours and the sight was shocking and they were shocked to see the sight. वहाँ पे Toto ने पूरा जो wallpaper होता है wall का वो tear कर दिया होता है. He had even torn the narrator's school blazer into shreds. उसको छोटे-छोटे pieces में तोड़ दिया, फाड़ दिया होता है. Okay, so now he had broken the hook and Toto had torn decorative wallpaper. Wall was now naked and it looked like there was only brick and plaster. Bricks और plaster ही दिख रहे थे वहाँ से. So he had broken the hook and had escaped from his binding. Also टोटो वाज टेकन टू द सर्वेंट क्वार्टर और वहाँ पे एक केज में उसको रख दिया गया था एंड दैट जू कंप्राइज्ड ऑफ अ टॉर्टोइज। वहाँ पे क्या क्या एनिमल्स थे जू में? एक टॉर्टोइज था, अ पेयर ऑफ रैबिट्स, अ स्क्विरल एंड नैरेटर्स पेट गोट। 4 तरह के एनिमल्स थे। फर्स्ट टॉर्टोइज, अ पेयर ऑफ रैबिट्स, a squirrel and narrator's pet goat. So Toto was very mischievous. He did not let animals sleep at night. वो animals को रात में सोने भी नहीं देता था. Narrator's grandfather had to leave for Saharanpur the next day to take his pension. अब क्या होता है? narrator के grandfather को सहारनपुर जाना. They are living in देहरादून. वो देहरादून में रह रहे थे and narrator के grandfather को कहाँ जाना था? सहारनपुर to take his pension, अपनी पेंशन लेने के लिए. So he decided to take Toto along with him. तो वो डिसाइड करते हैं कि मैं टोटो को अपने साथ लेके जाऊंगा. So Toto, then narrator could not accompany his grandfather. Narrator अपने grandfather के साथ नहीं जा पाते and grandfather किसको लेके जाते हैं? टोटो को. Now let's see कि वो टोटो को कैसे अपने साथ लेके जाते हैं. Grandfather could, the narrator could not go with the grandfather and grandfather वापस आके सारी happenings को narrate करते हैं उनके सामने and he tells him that he got a special bag for Toto. Toto के लिए वो एक special bag लेते हैं. It is a big black canvas kit bag. ठीक है? It was a big black canvas kit bag. So it was made of a strong material that is canvas. So the big black canvas kit bag जो होता है उसमें टोटो को रख देते हैं. The bag had a zipper on the top of it और उसकी zip बंद कर देते हैं. So grandfather ensured when the bag was closed, Toto would not be able to escape out of it. So grandfather makes sure वो zip लगा देते हैं and he makes sure कि टोटो escape ना कर पाए. Toto could neither come out of the bag nor could he bite the strong canvas material. अब जो टोटो होता है वो ना तो बैग से निकल सकता है ना वो स्ट्रॉन्ग कैनवस मटेरियल को टीयर कर सकता है. Okay, so he is all alone in that canvas kit bag. Toto made unsuccessful attempts to come out of the bag. टोटो ने बहुत अटेम्प्ट्स लगाए कि काश मैं बैग से निकल जाऊँ and he tried a lot. Due to this, bag would roll on the floor, would jump in the air, and these movements were noticed by people on the railway platform and made them curious to know what was inside the bag. So basically क्या होता है? वो जो बैग होता है it rolled on the floor, it jumped in the air because उसके अंदर कौन है? उसके अंदर टोटो है, right? And this made the people on the platform very curious कि ये बैग इस बैग में आखिर है क्या? So Toto remained secured in grandfather's bag till Saharanpur station. Saharanpur station तक वो बहुत अच्छे से सिक्योरली वहाँ पहुँचता है. And then what happens is जैसे ही ग्रैंडफादर टर्न स्टाइल से जा रहे होते हैं, अपने शार्प टीथ से नाना के ईयर पे बाइट करके वहां से हैंग हुआ हुआ, राइट। सो नाउ व्हाट हैपेंस इज टोटो, अब हमें टोटो का एक और एस्पेक्ट पता चलता है दैट ही यूज्ड टू लाइक टू टेक बाथ। उसको वार्म वाटर में बाथ लेना बहुत पसंद था, ही लाइक्ड इट अ लॉट। सो इन विंटर सीजन टोटो एंजॉयड हैविंग अ वार्म बाथ, और बिफोर गोइंग इनटू द tumbler or into the container, he used to check the temperature of water. वो जब भी पानी में जाता था उससे पहले he used to check the temperature of water, and he while taking a bath he would copy the narrator. वो narrator को copy करता था. He stepped into the tub 1 foot at a time. एक बार वो 1 फुट डालता था, दूसरी बार वो दूसरा फुट डालता था, and then he used to take bath. So finally he would sit in the water face out of it. और वो पानी में बैठ जाता था and his face would be out of water. Then he would rub himself with soap. अच्छा, फिर वो soap लगाया करता था अपनी body. Then he would rub himself with soap. So he was here used to you can say copy, imitate the narrator. Narrator की copy करता था वो while taking a bath. When water became cold, he would run out of it towards the stove in kitchen to dry himself. और जैसे ही उसको ठंडा लगने लगता था पानी, he used to come out of the water और वो स्टोव में, किचन की स्टोव पे अपने आप को ड्राई करने जाता था. So Toto got annoyed if he was laughed upon. लेकिन अगर कोई उस पे हंस देता था उस टाइम पे, so he got very angry and then he refused to bath. और फिर वो कहता था मैं नहीं लूँगा बाथ. Okay, so one day what happened, Toto almost boiled himself. Grandmother ने क्या किया, she put the kettle on the stove. वो टी बना रही थी, वो चाय बना रही थी, और उसके लिए उन्होंने केटल में पानी गर्म होने रखा. Okay, so Toto came there. जैसे उसने टेम्परेचर चेक करके देखा, at that time the water was warm. उस टाइम वाटर वार्म था, तो he went into the water and he sat in the kettle. Okay, so then what happened? Slowly and slowly the water started boiling. धीरे धीरे पानी बॉईल होने लगा. So suddenly what happened? He felt that the temperature was rising. जैसे वो बाहर निकलने की कोशिश करता है, उसको लगता है कि बाहर तो बहुत ठंड है, and he sits down again. As soon as the grandmother comes, वो उसको पानी से बाहर निकालती है, and she comes to know that that Toto had already boiled himself. He had almost half boiled himself. So another incident that took place, another mischief that Toto created was that at lunch time a dish of rice was placed on the dining table. Dining table पे there was a dish of pulao. Okay, so he started eating that. As soon as the aunts and other relatives of the family came there, वो देखते हैं कि Toto जो है he is eating pulao. So जैसे ही वो देखते हैं, Toto stops there. Then what happens is, अच्छा Toto की एक और आदत थी, जब भी aunts, narrator की aunts वहाँ आती थी, he used to tear a hole in their dress. वो उनकी ड्रेस में ना एक होल कर देता था. ठीक है, so this was one of the habit of Toto. Now what happens? As soon as the grandmother entered the room, वो बहुत जोर से shout करती है, and Toto was very annoyed and he throws a plate at her. और वो उनकी तरफ एक प्लेट थ्रो करता है. ओके, एंड जैसे ही आंट्स उसको पकड़ने की कोशिश करती हैं, ही थ्रोस ग्लास ऑफ वाटर टुवर्ड्स देम. ठीक है, उनकी फेस पे वो ग्लास ऑफ वाटर थ्रो कर देता है. एंड देन एज सून एज द ग्रैंडफादर कम्स, ही रन्स अवे और वो बाहर भाग जाता है. ही सिट्स ऑन अ ब्रांच टेकिंग दैट प्लेट ऑफ पुलाव विद हिम. ठीक है, सो क्योंकि ग्रैंडमदर बहुत जोर से उस पर शाउट स्क्रीम की होती है, सो ही थ्रोज द प्लेट ऑफ पुलाव फ्रॉम द ब्रांच. वो ब्रांच पे से पुलाव की प्लेट जो है वो थ्रो करता है, एंड द डिश ब्रेक्स इनटू पीसेस. दिस इज व्हेन 3 rupees. Okay. Why did he give Toto back to the Tonga driver? Why did he sell him back? Because he could not afford such losses. जैसे वो कुछ फाड़ देता था, he used to throw things, he used to break things. So he could not, the grandfather could not afford this much because they did not belong to a very well-to-do family. Okay, so this was all about this chapter. So I have just told you the summary of the chapters. Please revise all the notes that you have taken during the classes. Also read the chapters very, very thoroughly. The question can be given from anywhere from the chapter. Okay, so you need to be prepared with the text. पूरा text read करना है. Watch the video. If you have watched the video, just go back and revise the notes. Okay, so thank you so much everybody. Hope this would be helpful to you.